The palette of B4 engines is quite large. The base 1.6-liter gasoline engine developed from 76 to 102 horsepower. Later, an upgraded version of this unit came under the hood of the Skoda Octavia and Volkswagen Golf 6. Much more often, cars with a 2-liter 2.0 and 2.0e engine drove out of the salons. The motor provided from 90 to 140 horsepower in the 16-valve version. In addition, were available 5-cylinder a volume of 2.3 liters, 133 horsepower, and 2 V6 2.6L/150 horsepower, and 2.8L/174 horsepower. Almost all gasoline units were equipped with multi-point injection, mostly electronically controlled. The 5-cylinder has mechanical injection and is therefore completely unsuitable for gas supply. Only the basic 1.6 and 2.0-liter versions are equipped with simple single-point injection. An absolute novelty in the lineup was the 1.9 TDI diesel, which replaced the outdated 1.6 TD. The modern design with direct fuel injection made its debut in the B4. The turbo diesel developed 90 horsepower, and is renowned for its durability and economy. In parallel, a 75 horsepower diesel engine of the same volume Mark TD was offered. He is a typical draft horse and does not deserve attention. The market is dominated by models with a 2-liter gasoline engine, which came in 3 versions. 90 horsepower has a single-point injection and the simplest design. The 2.0e variety was equipped with multi-point injection and developed 115 horsepower. The top 16-valve variation had a return of 140 horsepower. The weakest option is recommended for those who do not care about dynamics. The average fuel consumption will be 8 to 10 L/100 kilometers. Although the 16-valve unit does not cause many problems, it is more expensive to repair. But it has the best dynamic performance 9.6 seconds to 100 kilometers/h. But it consumes more than 12 liters. The optimal choice is 2.0e, 115 horsepower. This unit was even used in the Audi A4 B5 successor. He calmly tolerates the introduction of gas equipment. Any malfunctions are solely due to negligence. Minor defects relate to the ignition system and the intake system leaks in the section between the flow meter and the manifold. At the same time, due to age, any of the elements of attachments can fail, oil leaks occur from under the valve cover and seals, and rust attacks the exhaust system. The water pump may also leak, which will cause a shortage of coolant, overheating and burnout of the cylinder head gasket. Corrosion of the thermal switch of the electric radiator fan also leads to the same result. Fortunately, the elimination of defects does not require huge forces and means. The 1.9 TDI is an engine that is legendary. However, today these are just legends. Turbo diesel is demanding on maintenance. To prolong the life of the turbocharger, it is better to change the oil every 8,000 kilometers. The manufacturer recommends oil that meets the VW 505.00 standard. A turbocharger is an expensive device. The simple design of the assembly, there is no system for changing the geometry, is easy to repair. An intercooler, charge air cooler, may also require additional costs. Bosch nozzles are less capricious than their modern counterparts, but they do not tolerate low-quality diesel fuel. Much more expensive to fix a high-pressure fuel pump problem. Fortunately, the pump resource is about 300 to 400,000 kilometers. Smoke and power loss are the most common symptoms of a malfunctioning flow meter, not an injection system. The flow meter is the most vulnerable point of TDI. Diesel is very economical, 4 to 6 L/100 kilometers, but malfunctions can nullify all savings. Nevertheless, careful handling and timely maintenance will allow you to count on 400 to 500,000 carefree kilometers. In terms of comfort, gasoline engines are most preferred. The TDI is awfully loud and vibrates a lot. With age, unpleasant vibrations can also be observed in gasoline engines' engine mounts and gearboxes wear out. In this case, in addition to vibrations, During acceleration and braking, the gear lever starts to walk. Given the age, any of the elements of the equipment may fail, but there are no characteristic sore spots. The owner can afford to travel on bad roads. The suspension is designed in such a way that major repairs do not seem too expensive. The steel wishbones at the front have interchangeable ball joints. Some note not too durable lever bushings. The rear axle is so primitive that, in principle, there is nothing to brake. In general, the braking system is very effective, and ABS was included in many instances. Trouble can deliver the parking brake, which often turns sour. Its mechanism requires routine inspection and cleaning. There are failures in the operation of electrical equipment, lighting systems, power windows, or central locking. Audi 80 is a very cheap car to run. All thanks to reliability, durability, and good availability of spare parts. Any mechanic can deal with possible problems. Many faults can be fixed even on your own.